Okay, so I just pinned the link. I think maybe I should just. Okay. The 9 o'clock. Okay. The 9 o'clock. Okie doke. I think we're good. So if you guys want to join, you're gonna have to click that link that I pinned. Okay? So if you guys want to join, you're gonna have to click that link that I pinned. Okay? Hi, Lauren. Well, Lauren. But yeah, it seems. I think we're good to go. I hope somebody wants to test it out. Somebody want to come on cam with me? Actually, see if this works. So, welcome everybody to one card, one affirmation, one breath. We're gonna start our psychic circle on time today. Hey, so yeah, if you want to try out the link, I pinned the link there. So you're gonna have to visit that link and to see if you can actually come join my live stream so you have the ability to talk. Hello, Selma. Hi, Soph. So this is basically, I'm not doing regular readings right now. This is a class, basically. So if you want to discover your intuitive gifts, maybe you're clairvoyant, maybe you're clairsentient, which is clear feeling. You can learn how to utilize your extrasensory perception to tune into frequencies and understand. I wouldn't say understand, but yeah, it's an understanding of whatever we choose to want to tune into. But yeah, this is all things spiritual. Does somebody want to try out the link and come on cam with me? You are gonna have to, no pressure, but you can just say whatever you want to say. You don't have to stay on camera for too long if you're not comfortable. Hello, Alina. If you guys have, I need to get my tea. Hold on. So we're gonna be starting our psychic circle officially at 6 p.m. I am expecting a few people coming. I'm going to be teaching or giving you some tips on how you can receive symbols for yourself. You don't actually need to come to someone like me and ask questions. Yeah, you can once our meeting begins. We can have a few discussions with each other. We don't have to go straight into or you can ask a question right now if you want to ask me. I can give you my if you want to ask me a question about spirituality. Yeah, go ahead. Just gonna make some edits here. So yeah, we're just waiting until 6 p.m. guys. Just want to come on a little bit early for people who aren't aware that I'm holding a psychic circle. Again, it's going to be an opportunity for you to open up to your intuitive psychic abilities if you find that intriguing, if you've been wanting to open up and discover and explore your own psychic abilities, which we all have. This would be the time for growth, and we can ask each other questions. We can share our experiences. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully. Did you have a question, Dennis Denosita? Denisita? You can ask a question if you. Okay, I have several jealous family members. Oh, and an ex-lover all working to destroy me. In such shock how much hate. Okay, well, that's kind of. I would probably look into see this and tune in to see what your higher self is, how they're wanting to guide you during this kind of turbulent time for you. But right now, I do this once a week. Right, basically, I just started doing this, so right now it's more so opportunity for intuitives to come together and basically help each other grow. You can stay and we you can ask a question to the group and then the entire group will basically tune into your question and we will all we'll all go into meditation for about 5-10 minutes and we'll all receive questions and we'll write them all down and then we're all going to share at the very end. And this is all just practice for us. This is practice for everybody. um, Beginners, intermediate, advanced level, intuitives, whatever. This is just an opportunity to practice your abilities so you get comfortable with them. So you're more than welcome to stay. And yeah, you can even be our first person that we read. So normally as well, usually as I work as a reader, my whole goal is getting you clarity and tuning into your higher self. I can't guarantee that the group will be able to um, hone in to your higher self, but I'm not going to rule that out. There is likely a possibility that um, we will all be tuned in, and you hopefully you'll be able to feel, and we'll see the evidence that spirit is with you, guiding you in this difficult time for you right now. So hopefully, we're just going to hope everything falls into place. But yeah, I'll keep you in my thoughts here. I'll let everybody know that you want to get a question read. But hopefully you want to also participate in our circle. No, Ari, you're not late. I just wanted to start early. Let people know that, we're coming on. And everybody could start meditating a little bit. Make sure your mind is clear right now. Connect to your heart. If you have any thoughts or emotions, like any kind of stress that you've been carrying, now's the time to start breathing those out before we start to connect. But Arya, for some reason, Arya, if you want to come on to camera, I put the option to be able to bring people on cam. Now you don't have to, but obviously you can see the video is different today. So though there's a link that I posted, I pinned the comment as the link. So if you want to join and come on cam and you want to speak a few words, share your experiences or whatever, be vulnerable, which is beautiful. Be like that. Like people who speak from the heart. And yeah, that link is there if you want to join. So the shopkeeper wants to enjoys being a menace and enjoys causing disruption. I'm pretty sure they're getting pleasure from some of these things that they're saying. So I'm always gonna say, like, if you're finding pleasure in discriminating and hating on other people, if that's like your thing, then I hope that you would reassess your priorities and maybe contribute to something good, because that's what spirit really wants you to do, is to find who you are, because you are a beautiful soul that is here to do goodness. As you can see, humans can create very beautiful things. So if it's not today, hopefully one day you join that bandwagon. And usually when people like find fun in like harassing people or like hating other people, it's usually a reflection of what's going on inside of them. So I feel bad, but I want to trust that you're just on your journey to find who you are. So I'm not really bothered by some things that people are gonna come up. So I hope you focus on things that you actually love, that are socially acceptable. So this is a psychic where I'm hosting a psychic circle, and this is an opportunity for basically intuitives who want to open up to their psychic abilities, if they want to receive symbols from spirit, if they have questions about their life, if they need guidance at any time. You don't actually need to go to a psychic or an intuitive. The truth is, each and every one of us has the ability to connect, and we have all channeled spirit, and we probably channel spirit every day, and you just haven't recognized it. So if you're drawn to the arts, if you're drawn to doing goodness, doing a good deed, and that makes you feel good, you're actually channeling your soul. You're channeling your higher guidance. So what I'm teaching is, if you're having a hard time in your life and you need guidance from God or whatever you call it, or if you want to get messages for other people, which is basically what I do, you can develop that. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort, if this doesn't come natural to you, but it is very possible if this is something that you find intriguing. And if you find it intriguing, then it's likely something that you're supposed to be doing. Yes. So we are going to start about 5 minutes. Okay, so we're almost there. So who actually who is ready to put their, I want to say put their abilities to test. We're not there yet because I am considering that there are complete beginners here who have never connected to spirit at all. So if whoever is ready and interested in about this class, like seriously, say I'm interested or I'm ready. Say something like that. I just want to know who is actually here to participate and take this seriously. Oh, I don't study astrology. I'm a divination artist. Karen! Right, so my iPad is not charged yet, so I think I might have to get a piece of paper. We're almost there, y'all. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 of us here that want to participate. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write our participants here. Karen. Karen, where are you writing from? U.S. Aria. Sorry, I always ask this question. You might have already told me. I probably just forgot. Oh, and also Karen or Aria, if you want to actually come onto the live stream with me, the link I posted the link to come on here. So again, we're gonna be we're gonna have guinea pigs. We're gonna have people come here and give us their questions, and then we're all going to basically tune in. Karen, Aria, are you? I know. Are we beginners? Are we intermediate level? Are we using tools today? Do we have crystals near us? Are we lighting a candle? So we can begin to clear the energy here. I'm gonna say a prayer. It's a very simple prayer. I usually say only what serves the heart may stay and enter, and I sort of just repeat this, and I'm waiting for the shifts to occur. And also, at this time, I'm also inviting benevolent spirits, which is angels, my spirit guides, who are likely already here. They were waiting on standby, likely. Whatever you believe in, like even nature, spirits, your ancestors, you invite them in. Start taking some deep breaths here. Just open up just your sensitivity, okay? I think we did this last week, remember? You want to be very relaxed. If you have some tea, that's going to be good. Have some water with you as well. You want to make sure that you're telling your body that you're safe and you're not in any danger. You can start by taking a few deep breaths. So it looks like it's just 3 of us. Anybody else participating here? We have officially started. So welcome. I'm JP, and I wanted really to begin with to see if anybody actually wanted to come on camera here and maybe share their story, maybe share any spiritual experiences, why they're interested in doing this. Maybe they, who knows? I don't know. Maybe this is just something you want to do for fun, or maybe this is something you want to take seriously. Maybe you just find it interesting. I find it. I belong in all of the above, so I select all those choices basically. What's it called? Yes. So basically, what we're doing, everybody, is we are translating energy. Okay, this is all that it is, and spirit, which guides you literally every moment, and is where we go when we pass away. It exists at the level of unconditional love. So they truly, truly love us unconditionally, and that's what I believe. And so if you believe that and you love yourself in the same way, for me personally, that's how I feel. We can stay aligned with our highest good and go to heaven when we pass away. So so I believe it's just me, Karen, and Aria. Is that right? That's participating here in this psychic circle. That's okay. Are we using any tools today, Aria, Karen? Or is it just us? Just our body and our mind and our hearts? Is that all that we're using? Is that the only tool we're using? Because you're more than welcome to bring on any tools that you feel comfortable with. Because if we can bring through some messages for some people who are seeking them, all the better. Oh my God! Like, I had to scroll down. I didn't even realize. Like, the chat wasn't even going. Okay, ready to come on? No, I'm not ready to come on yet. How many people follow you, bro, in your USA city? Idaho to be more Ooh, Idaho. I want to go to Boise. Apparently it's really nice over there. Hey, boss. Beginner and cards. Okay, very nice. I like that. I just like to know where everybody's at. Okay, so you have cards. Person, you are a good person, bro. We are all good people. Thank you so much. Please and take good luck to you too. Hi, everybody. Hey, Denisita. Avoid all drink product. Please take homemade simple food. Yes, I agree. Spiritually means in true way is to take care of own health. Yes. Now I'm here. I have tarot cards. Happy Saturday. Hello, everyone. Boise is where I live. Oh my God, it's amazing. Okay, I just heard so many good stuff about Boise, so. My bad. Had to deal with my daughter. No, you're good. Okay. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, so this is Psychic Circle. So if anybody wants to join, I'm going to be talking a little bit as well, too. I'm going to tell everybody my little story here, how I basically came to basically do all this as a divination artist. I feel this was, I think it was preordained. I think I was supposed to be doing this work. I tell this story every time. When I was about seven years old, I was playing in my room, and I was looking down, and all of a sudden, I kind of just looked up, and I turned my head to the left to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna be a priest one day. So that was I think that was my very, very first moment of receiving information from Spirit. So Spirit was already trying to communicate to me as a kid, trying to let me know basically they what I was going to be doing when I grew up. And it made sense because when I would see like, paranormal and like ghost stories and I would hear stuff like that, I wasn't afraid of it for some reason. I was the ghost seeker. Um and then when I turned 21 and I saw my very first pair of tarot cards, something sparked in me. I was like, well, let me see what that's about. So I was really, really drawn to it at the start of it. And ever since then, I started to try to learn the meanings of it. I was really, really bad. But yeah, even when I first began, I was like, let me give you a reading. I was really, really bad. And I wanted to be, and then once I saw people speaking to the dead, like psychic mediums who were born this way, I was like, wow, that's such a beautiful way to live your life, to be giving messages, beautiful messages of healing and hope. I was like, whoa, my mind was blown. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that too. So it took many, many years actually for me to develop to where I am now today, which isn't even all that amazing, to be honest. Um, and it took a lot of hard work and perseverance, basically, is what brought me here. So I've gone through a lot of crap in my life too. I've gone through a lot of self-hatred. I still struggle. Um, but this gives me something to focus on, something to you know help me like stay away from things that are unhealthy for me. And yeah, that's basically why I'm here. And what I'm here to tell you guys is you can receive signs for yourself. It's all developed through meditation. Okay. So we're gonna start pretty soon here, but if you want to participate, I'm gonna basically lead you guys basically in a meditation here. So if you want to receive information, you're definitely gonna be closing your eyes. You want to be sitting up straight, and spirit works through your nervous system, and your nervous system is mostly here in your brain, the back of through your spine, and all throughout your body. Okay, and you want to be very, very relaxed because spirit will be sending energy through your body, and just like when you dream, you will pick up on these energies, and your mind will then project images that will basically resonate with the energy that is being sent out. And that's how you receive. And so I personally am a clairvoyant mostly, but everybody is different. You may hear spirit more often. Another person may know things more often. Some people may smell things out of nowhere. Yes, you are probably are a light worker. That's why you're here, right? So let's begin this class here with a little meditation. And I've already said a little prayer for myself. You can say only what serves the heart may enter. And let's close our eyes, relax our shoulders, relax our jaw, and let's just start taking very deep breaths, very slowly, holding it at the top. Filling up our lungs, our diaphragm, seeing our energies opening up, widening, expanding. Imagine you being part of filling the entire room wherever you're at. Maybe your energy even reaches to the ends of the universe. Okay, and this should be relaxing. Okay, you should be feel big and expanded as you continue taking these slow, deep breaths. And you want to imagine yourself as maybe a cloud, very transparent cloud that is allowing, that is loving, and at the same time, also you want to make sure that your mind's energy is at a very minimum here, which is if you had a lot of stress during the day, some of that energy might interfere with the messages that will be coming through. So you want to dissipate or dissolve this mind's energy sort of into a little dot, if you want to imagine that, and instead imagine your heart's energy here expanding, which increases our self-love for ourselves, our compassion for others, patience, and kindness. And for those who've seen me before, as you can see, when I go into meditation and trance, my body, you see my body, right? It kind of moves, you'll see me make faces. That's me following the energy, okay? So that's also something that you should be doing. You want to surrender to whatever it is that is trying to communicate to you, okay? And always before you do this work, set your intention. And the intention is always to raise the energy of whoever it is that you're reading. Could be yourself, could be someone else, okay? To help them either heal or direct them into a way that will bring them closer to their heart themselves. That's basically it, okay? That is it. We're encouraging each other to love ourselves as much as possible, okay? To fill our cup, okay? Our own cup. And then when our own cup is filled, then we have the capacity and the natural willingness to want to help the others, okay? All right? Simple, right? Okay. How are we feeling? We feeling good? Was that good meditation enough for everybody? Does everybody want to want to take a few deep breaths? Let's take a few more deep breaths, okay? Just drain your mind's energy here and give it to the heart. Put all thoughts and feelings aside for this work. Put it in a cage over there for now. And say personal feelings and thoughts, stay there until I tell you to come back, okay? But for now, we're opening ourselves up to spirit, to our angels, our spirit guides here. They're working with me, working with you. All right? Perfect. All right. So we do have Dinosita Guy here. Okay. So Dinosita Guy, I know you told me a little bit about your situation, but here I do not want you to say anything more. Okay. We prefer in these psychic circles to know nothing about who it is that we're reading. Okay. So that our own personal biases aren't going to be affected with what the information that is coming through from spirit. Okay. So we're going to be reading for Dinosita. Dinosita Guy. Dinosita Guy, you want to say hello? Perfect. And yeah, this time, Karen, I believe it's me, Karen, and Aria. If anybody else is wanting to join, you don't have to let us know. You can do what we're doing as well. You want to write down. We're going to take a. I'm going to give you everybody 10 minutes to basically meditate on Dinosita and his situation. And Dinosita, if you could basically hold a question in your head that you want to give to universe. Again, don't tell us. And you want to. You want to avoid questions like what is coming to me or what is my future like. Okay. You want to stick to questions maybe like a yes or no answer. Okay. And we will be picking up, hopefully, everybody, Aria, Karen, will be picking up on current energies. And then also, what I taught last week is that you are going to be deciphering Spirit's voice as well. They'll be coming in to you for you as well. So know that we'll be picking up on Dinosita, their current energies. We might be picking up on people around Dinosita, and then we likely be picking up on Spirit's voice. Okay, so practice on deciphering those. Okay. Perfect. So we can go ahead. This time I'm going to give 10 minutes for us to meditate over Dinosita. And we will write all of our clues here. I have a pen and paper here. I'll be writing all the symbols that I see. I'll be using my tools. And I'm going to do one little rattle here and a bell. Some bell ringing to clear the energy. Okay. So remember, Karen, remember Aria, and everybody else who's participating, you're a cloud, okay? You're a blank canvas for spirit to use you to paint the picture. And then you'll interpret whatever it is that you're seeing, feeling, sensing. It could be an emotion, it could be, you can start, for beginners, you want to focus on, is it a negative feeling? Is it a positive feeling? Is it a yes answer? Is it a no answer? Do I feel happy? Do I feel sad? Do I feel stressed or excited? Okay, you can start with those for people who've never done this before. Pardon me. And yeah, I think I'm good. So we'll go ahead and start. Okay. And you can use your cards. I'm going to be using my cards, and it's about 6:17 right now, so we'll come back at around 6:27. Okay. No pressure. No pressure. No expectations. Okay, about 1 more minute. Okay, that is gonna be our 10-minute mark. Go ahead and finish up anything else that you wanted to write down. And, you know, to Aria and Karen, I just want to commend you for being brave, basically, because I always get nervous. I used to get so nervous when I was doing readings for people, and I just had to just bite the bullet, you know. And that's one thing that I learned when I was first learning is just say whatever it is, and I was basically just saying whatever it was, and I was waiting for the feedback. That is what helped me, and when it landed, that was when those were the moments where I was like, yes, I'm doing it right, okay. And when it didn't, then you kind of just like, okay, let me try again. That's it. That's how you do it every time. So, do anybody, and I don't know if anybody else is doing this and they want to also share what they got, what the signs that they got. You make it easy because you are so calm and patient. Yeah, well, I've been doing it for a while, so I wasn't always like this. I'd be sweating sometimes. I was sweating, you know, to the point where like I was overthinking everything. Where I'm like, I gotta end the live right now. You know, I would freak out. I really would. That's why I was gonna ask you guys. I don't. I feel like I shouldn't be the first one to share, but I can if you are not comfortable with with going first, and you don't have to say everything yet. We can just start off with a little symbol here, and then I can go, and then Aria can go, and then anybody else want to make yourselves known, you can go too, and then I'll obviously share what I'm seeing. So do you guys want to go first, or do you want me to go first? I'll I'll just give you a little bit summary what I was feeling. And for our beginners here, what I'm gonna ask here, I'll ask Karen, Aria, do we think this has to do with money, relationships, um, self-love? What do you think? Okay, here we go. I don't know if this is mine or theirs. I kept getting cut off. Barrier and irritation of the crown chakra area. I felt calm. If I felt a little sad, and the only symbol I saw was an owl. Okay, so in that case, write down owl here, and we can also ask, for example, echo. What does an owl signify or symbolize in spirituality?
Owl sounds in spirituality often symbolize wisdom, intuition, and the ability to see beyond the surface. They're seen as messengers between the physical and spiritual realms, representing change, transformation, and guidance during times of uncertainty. The owl's hoot is considered a bridge to the spirit world, offering protection and insights from ancestors. Would you like to learn about other spiritual symbols and their meanings?
Perfect. No, thank you. That owl, is not coincidence. So you were likely getting symbols from the spirit world, letting you know that you are tuning in and focusing on intuition, trying to develop that. So please reaffirm that you're doing that is likely for you. Okay. But
You're
yes,
absolutely right.
I agree.
The owl is a powerful
Echo.
spiritual symbol that's
Echo.
showing up to validate your
Echo.
intuitive development.
Stop. I agree. I felt relationships about here. I also agree. Self doubt was here as well. Absolutely. Anybody wanna? Did we pull a tarot card? Do you want to share? I got the Five of Pentacles, which deals with having a sort of a poor me mentality, thinking that you don't have resources or the people there to give you support. You kind of feel like you're left out, like a man on an island. I also got the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is indication that likely Spirit wants people to work together as a team. There might be a project that may be going on do I say it? Dinasita's life. He's working with people who likely they have to come together to contribute to a single purpose. And I also got the Page of Cups coming through as well, which also signifies that opening to each other in a kind, respectful manner is likely going to benefit the situation and whatever is happening now. This is a psychic circle, Chris. I'm helping others. I'm giving people. I'm creating space for others to develop their psychic abilities, discover their psychic abilities, explore their psychic abilities, and we're here to share and just talk about anything spiritual. But we're all reading for Dinosita Guy. Dinosita has not told us anything about his question, but we are tuning in. We just finished a 10-minute meditation. We're tuning in and receiving symbols from the spirit world. Yes, so we got the Lovers and the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Anything else you want to share here, Karen? Very good. Eight of Swords keeps popping out. I agree. That is also something that I picked up here. Do you know what the Eight of Swords means? Usually somebody who's feeling stuck. They don't know how to fix the situation. There's a lot of overthinking, but it's a lot of belief that there's nothing that they can do, basically. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to... Perfect. I'm so happy. So what I'm going to go ahead and share some stuff here. Yes, I heard Dinosita, it's taken to you, and I'm not going to assume here, but I felt as though you are, you have a little bit of self-sabotaging dialogue here, where you're talking bad about yourself. And Spirit here is trying to pull you back from doing that, to not blame yourself, to not put yourself down here. But I also feel you are connected to Spirit as well, Dinosita. You are listening to your intuition. On some level, you know, I feel you are sort of in the position to be more connected than anybody else actually in your situation here. Out of all what I'm feeling here is you can hear Spirit more than anybody in your situation, but you're doubting yourself here. Okay? And anybody else? Mm-hmm. And Dinasita, are you? Another thing that came through really clearly for me. I feel like you are prone, and I'm not blaming you, but I feel like, and you probably have good reason, but I just felt that you were kind of like looking at whoever this your people that has to deal with, and you're kind of like, oh my god, this person is crazy, you know, and you're kind of just labeling them. I don't know if you're doing consciously or unconsciously. But Spirit doesn't want you to do that. Spirit doesn't want you to label people crazy and put like a, what do they call it? Like a hypothetical label on there. But I want to tell you that I know you already know how to navigate this situation here with the people that you're working with. And I feel Spirit has planted a seed in you, actually, and that you just need to follow. You just need to to know that a seed has been planted from Spirit into your mind, and you kind of just need to follow that path. And it's not about controlling people here as well. Okay, I'm gonna back off here. I just got the devil in reverse. Uh-huh. And if we're reading reversals, and so what you can do actually right now as well, Karen, you can hold that devil in, you can hold that card and touch it and close your eyes and see what feelings comes up from it. That's also something you can do. And so, for example, here's another thing. So this is what I do also do in my reading. So, for example, the reason why I said I'm interpreting, because when I closed my eyes earlier, I could just see the word crazy being kind of yelled out here in my mind. So it was very, very clear. So at first glance, I kind of want to interpret that as, oh, maybe Dinasita is calling someone crazy. I don't know. So if we want to get clarity, which we can at any time, if you want to get clarity from spirit, they like you to clarify things. So if you receive a symbol that you wrote down and you don't know what it means, ask spirit, what does this mean? And then you close your eyes again. Okay. So the clarity that I got in regards to this word crazy that I got is I'm getting a feeling that somebody is afraid to talk to somebody. That's what's coming through. So in Dinasita's position, where I'm giving him these two clues, he can put those together in regards to, okay, this word crazy and this person who's afraid to talk or share. And it's a very like low energy, it's like a low self-esteem kind of energy, you know, like I have something to share but I'm afraid to share it. And this would be the perfect time for me to bring on Dinasita so he could talk about his situation, you know? This is what I was trying to do earlier. So I did put that link there, but you know, I don't even know if it works. I don't think anybody's tested it out, but I would have really liked it if we could have done that. Okay, here we go. I asked for verification on the devil in reverse, and I got the 3 of Wands. Preparation for foresight, progress. Yes, that's exactly what I was getting towards the end of all of my notes here. I feel that Dinasita is already in he's already in aligned with spirit's guidance here. So on some level, I kind of feel he feels safe in a way, despite all this chaos that's happening. Right? But yes, the 3 of Wands, being able to move on and move on to new horizons, looking towards the future as a difference from the past, absolutely. Wonderful. Yes. Well, I can't say yes. Dinasita obviously has to be the one to say whether or not he resonates. So I'll take that back. But I'm saying yes because that's what I feel as well. All right. So any last words from anybody else? Yes, perfect. Thank you, Karen. And we'll go ahead, and if we're done with this particular read, thank you so much, Dinasita. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for letting us, be in your space. And yeah, we'll go ahead and go to the next person. Whoever would like to get read, just let us know. Say me, I would like to get read. Okay, Donna wants to get read. Thank you. So sweet. Kyle. Oh, so sweet. Okay, we have Donna and Kyle. Anyone else? Okay, we'll go with Donna then. We'll go, I think Dinasita is a male, so we'll go female and then male, okay? So Donna, hi, welcome. Thank you for being our guinea pig. Get a little bit of practice. We would like to tune in to receive some signs from Spirit, the universe, to help you with a question or topic that you have in mind. We prefer you not to reveal any information to us, and we would like it if you would just simply hold that question or topic in your mind now. And you wanna avoid questions like what's coming to me or what does my future look like. Okay. No, I'm a female. Okay, sorry. All right. So Aria, are you still with us, or are you taking care of your daughter? It's just me and Karen. It seems like it's just me and Karen, which is okay. Anybody else here? Got 8 people here, but there's only 2 of us that are tuning in, which is okay. Okay. All right. So we ready to go into the next round? How do you feel, Aria, Karen? Do you feel like the things that you're seeing? Are you feeling a little bit of self-doubt? Do you wanna? Okay, Karen's ready to go. How about you, Aria? Do you feel you're tuning in? Are you doubting yourself? Because if so, then we can continue with our relaxation exercises and breathing, and also get a big glass of cold water too, if you're doubting yourself, to help calm the nervous system. If you want, you can go like this and tell your body that you're safe. And that's normal too. If we ourselves are going through an emotional time, then it's probably it's more appropriate time to take care of ourselves rather than trying to help others, because our channel is probably going to be a little bit. So that's fine. That's part of the work here, being able to recognize when we can do this work or when we can't. So we always come first. So if you can always try, but we're good. But I would recommend a lot of deep breathing, and then don't forget to breathe. So when I go into trance and meditation, okay, I'm imagining my entire body as a whole. And I'm imagining that all of my organs, every part of me, energetic, physical, my molecules are all in communication with each other. Okay? There are no spaces in between. I'm seeing myself as a perfect, whole being. Okay? And I'm transparent, basically. And I focus a lot on my breathing. I have to make sure that I'm breathing when I'm in trance. And usually when I go into trance, my breathing will shift to the back of the throat. I'm going to let you, this is how my breathing usually goes. I'm going to let you guys hear how I breathe when I go into trance, okay? This is how it sounds. Okay? Now we're not all the same, but yes, if you are trying to be a channel, that is going to help you because the brain requires oxygen. It sounds like Peter. Okay. So just a tip here, okay? So we'll go ahead. I'm listening. I had a reading a few days ago. Living it for the new one here. So we'll go ahead and focus on Donna. Donna, let us know that you're here. Just say, I'm ready. I have my question in my head. Thank you. Something like that. And then, yeah, once Donna lets us know that they're here, they're listening, they got their question, then we'll all go ahead, get quiet, and then we're going to give another 10 minutes for everybody to get into their space and then receive whatever. Remember to be very, very subtle. I mean, you're looking for the subtle shifts in your environment. Maybe you're even drawn to a certain color in the room, okay? Or maybe like all of a sudden, your intuitive mind, you start seeing a word out of nowhere, okay? And then just take note of that. Oh, did I just see something just came out there? It's very subtle, okay? So we'll go ahead and start. So it is 6:50, and then we'll all come back around 7 or 7:01. All right. Thank you, Donna. Give about 1 more minute. Okie dokie. Just let you finish up with any other signs, any other thoughts, interpretations you wanted to write down. And then I don't know, I kind of want to hold back on saying what I got here. I really want to give you all the spotlight, Karen and Aria. And anybody else who maybe you're secretly trying to tune in yourself, if you want to put something out there, don't be afraid. There's no judgment here. What we're looking for are the overlapping symbols to give you validations that you are connected to spirit and you can receive symbols for yourself and other people. That's the whole point of all this. Sophie, this is a psychic circle. This is a space for people to develop intuitively. I couldn't speak earlier because we were all in meditation. But if Aria, Karen, or anybody else who's participating would like to share what they got around Donna's question, you can start very basic. Did you feel happy? Did you feel sad? Is this in regards to relationships? Is it regards to soul purpose? Is it regards to career? Money? I felt a little anxiety. I got the Tower Care immediately. The Tower card. I saw an angel, but it was only the head and wings. I saw a person standing at the top of the mountain. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give an opinion, or I'm not going to share mine yet. I just want to see what everybody got. Thank you, Karen. Ari, are you here? I saw intense pity, an orange as in the fruit, and a bridge next to a waterfall, feeling extra tense. I also got the death card in reverse. Okay, that's all right. I'm not using two. It's okay. No worries. Anything else that you would like to add? Do you have any interpretations? No pressure at all. So if you want to, if that's what you're comfortable. Intense pity and orange next to a waterfall. I really like how we're seeing. I I resonate with this angel at the at the standing at the top of the mountain. I'm feeling that, and I'm also feeling um, the bridge next to a waterfall. Look, you want to know what I wrote? I literally wrote right here. I can cross that bridge. Look, I literally wrote bridge right there. I don't know. Seems like you're connecting. And I don't see bridge. I have not seen bridge in any of my readings. Okay, this is probably the first time I've ever seen a bridge. Okay? Coincidence? Likely not. As well as the angel at the top of the mountain. That is something that I would usually see in regards to challenges. For me, when I see a mountain, it usually tells me that somebody is going through a challenge of theirs. But it's likely something fulfilling if you tackle the challenge. Amazing. See? Anything else you want to share? Was this more positive or was this more negative? I felt a hit like running into a pole too. That could be symbolic. That, look, I wrote here. I'm going to explain all my symbols too, because I think I can kind of see it. I can kind of put everything together into one cohesive message, I think, for Donna here. But look what I wrote here. Dead end. Dead end. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anything else? Did we feel any relationships? Do you think there's anybody else involved here? You just say yes or no. It could be more self-centered, self-growth, or maybe there's relationships. What do you think? What do we think? And likely, Arya, maybe the more you do this, maybe you'll see somebody. Yes, absolutely, Karen. Yes, I did not feel that this had to do with relationships either. I felt like this question, in regards to whatever they asked, mostly has to do with personal growth and maybe career. Very good. I'm so happy. This is making me so happy. Yay! Amazing. Anything else? That's a good question. For me, when I see the orange, and you can do, if you learn auras and colors and stuff. For me, orange is associated with the sacral chakra and usually deals with pleasure or fun, having a fun attitude, passionate attitude, kind of adventurous attitude. Also deals with self-esteem, sensuality, sexuality. Okay, that for me, that's when I see the color orange. I don't know about the fruit, but you can also go online and see if the fruit, the actual fruit, actually could mean something. And so that's also an opportunity for you, Arya, to close your eyes and ask Spirit, what is this orange that you sent me? Why am I seeing an orange? So you could do that now or not. It's all to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and share what I feel. I took notes here. I forgot what cards I actually brought. Totally forgot. I didn't even write down. Anyways, I'm gonna share what I saw. Wait, let me actually. I forgot what cards I picked out. My bad. I'm trying to see. No. No. Oops. Bad. Okay. Anyways. No. Okay. I'm giving up on this. Anyway. So for Donna, I asked for advice and I got Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. Okay, I can't really interpret that. I'm not sure how to interpret that. But hey, I'm gonna explain what I saw. So Donna, hope you're listening. So when I first started to tune in, when I was doing my tuning fork thing, what I was, even before I close my eyes, I'll see words that kind of appear here on top of my tuning fork. And so what I basically saw was, make yourself a temple. So I believe whatever you're doing right now has to do with, is spiritually aligned and has a lot to do with self-love. And I think you're developing yourself here in regards to whatever this question has to do with. And then I basically, another symbol came through. I saw you looking in the mirror and you were like, damn, I look good. Look at me. Sexy thing, you know? So whatever you're doing, it looks to me that you have a lot of self-esteem, doing something that is feeding a lot of your self-esteem here. Self-love. I also see that you are tuning into your soul's uniqueness. So on some level, I feel you are an artist on some level, and you have your own style or whatever you bring and how you bring beauty to the world. So there's a lot of self-love, a lot of getting symbol, like art is another symbol of mine, which to me tells me that people are tuning into their creativity and bringing it into to their old world and figuring out your style. And I also saw the words saying, just trust that it's happening, because I saw a puzzle basically, and I think you were trying to put the puzzle together, and Spirit was saying, don't worry about trying to put everything together. It's already whole. And when they say it is already whole, the puzzle, they mean you. You are already whole. So that was coming through. Oh, and I also saw something about, or something was telling me that you feel like you're wasting time, and that you feel like there's a dead end job came through. And I think, okay, I'm not gonna assume, it felt like you were very much in control, very calm, very collected, in control. And I feel like you're even telling yourself, look at me, I'm a superstar, blah, 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 blah. And the word legacy came through as well. So I think this is important to you. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it is obvious something that I feel is like you're really proud of, whatever this is. And then the last thing I saw is you're very connected to your heart. You have really good intentions. And I don't know, whatever, I think you have some kind of goal that you're trying to achieve. But there's so much self-confidence that's coming through here. And I heard you say, I can cross that bridge. And I think that's me and Aria we picked up on that same symbol. So that's what I got. A lot of good energy. And the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands totally could also be resonating with everything that I saw there as well. So Queen of Wands is fiery, yes, confident. Queen of Pentacles is hardworking, solid, steady growth. Things like this. Page of Wands is like, yes, me, I can do that. Wonderful. Amazing. I'm so proud of everybody. Okay. How we feeling? How we feeling? Do you want to keep going? Thank you, Donna. Should we do another? How are we feeling, Karen? How are we feeling, Aria? Are we feeling good? I can do one more. Okay, let's do one more. And I think we're going to go with Kyle Hodges. Thank you. You were awesome too. I would not be feeling this elated if it weren't for you all participating. You're literally making my dream come true. I've always wanted to be. I always wanted to prove to people that they could do this too. It's it's not just me. All it takes is will. All it takes is will. All it takes is attempts to do it. And so the fact that I can invite people to do this with me, I know you will take this experience with you in the future. And at any moment, if you want to call on Spirit's guidance at any time, you could do that. Or if you want to help somebody out, you can do that. Thank you, Ari. I appreciate it. So we're going to do one more because I'm a little bit pooped too. So we're going to do one more. Let's get pumped for our last read, and it's going to be for Kyle Hodges. I don't think I'm any good. Are you? No, don't say this. You literally picked up on the bridge that I picked up on. What are you talking about? Don't pop my balloon. Don't pop my bubble. Yes, we're happy. Thank you so much for waiting. Kyle, are you male or female? Maria, you are doing an amazing job. Aria. Yeah, she means Aria. Aria. Yes, she is. I have no doubt. I think it's amazing, really. Even that owl that she saw earlier, that is totally spirit making themselves known. Totally. One thing that I wish that I was able to do is I wish I could sense and maybe even see the spirits that are guiding me. Yeah. I wish I could sense, and I could do this right now, and you could do this too. We could all close our eyes, and if you just want to ask Spirit, how many spirits are around me right now, helping me open up to Spirit, because that's one thing. Sometimes I would like to get like an image of whoever's sending me these messages, my spirit guides who have always been with me. Do you all want to do that with me? We can all close our eyes and we can just ask Spirit to give us a sense of how many loving entities are around us, are giving us messages right now. So let's close our eyes right now and sort of open our senses up, open up your sensitivities. Just maybe you'll get a visual, maybe you'll get a number of how many spirits are around you right now helping us do this work. I feel like I have 3. They all kind of introduced, all of them had one little line for me. One said, I am tall. Another said, I am fat. And the another said, I have money. And then I felt the divine saying, I love you all. Basically, that's what I saw. Oh God. I heard 5. Wow. I feel like all the ones that I have are all male. That was so cool. Yeah. I don't usually do that. That was cool. Okay. I am. That's what came through. Hold on. I don't know what this one wants. Well, you want to go pee? I think he wants to go pee. Let me put him out real quick, and then we're gonna go with Kyle. Kyle, if you could get a question prepared for us. This is gonna be our last round, and we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna let my dog out, and he needs to go number 1. Okay, last round. Last round. Everybody's working so hard. Okay. All right. Last round here. So, Kyle. Oops. Kyle is here. Got their question in their mind, and we're gonna go ahead and connect. And Arya, Karen, actually, you don't. If you're too tired, also, I just want to say you don't have to stay for this whole thing. If you're tired, no pressure. Um, just let me know. There's no pressure at all. Um, but yeah, one last here. And so let's go ahead and begin. by the way, 10 minutes from now, so let's do 7:34. Perfect. Yes, this is all practice, no pressure. Nobody's getting a grade. This is all for fun. Remember, it's supposed to be fun. Okay, about 1 more minute. All right, I think that's enough time. So, this is our last read. I just want to thank Kyle, Aria, Karen, and everybody else watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and share fearlessly what we're all picking up on. I'll go ahead and ask Karen and Aria, whoever else is wanting to participate, what do we think this question had to do with? Did it have to do with soul purpose? Did it have to do with relationships? Did it have to do with love? Did it have to do with career? Did it have to do with healing? Anybody? Karen says relationship. What does Arya think? All of the above. Yes, I agree too. Absolutely. Um, are we gonna all agree? I think Kyle was asking about a particular person. Hmm. Healing is available. Yes. Did you feel any call of action? Do we feel like spirit is wanting to bring people together or apart? Okay, that could absolutely be valid. Yes, absolutely. I agree, Karen. Aria, mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll share that I did feel or she came through it, the visuals, but I did see and feel that there was a connection, and I feel there's unconditional love, but for me, I feel like spirit is wanting um, a like a, I would say a closure, is wanting to affirm closure in this situation. That's what I got. I could be wrong. Paper crane, echo, echo. What does a paper crane symbolize in spirituality?
In Japanese culture, the paper crane symbolizes good fortune, longevity, and peace. It's believed that folding 1,000 paper cranes can grant a wish, a tradition inspired by the story of Sadako Sasaki, a young girl who folded cranes while battling illness after the Hiroshima bombing. Today, paper cranes represent hope, healing, and the connection between earth and heaven in many spiritual practices.
Could absolutely could definitely be symbol from the spirit world. Anything else?
In Japanese culture, paper cranes are believed to carry souls to higher.
Anything else? Aria and Karen, how's your information coming through? Are they coming through visuals, feelings? Are you hearing things? I'm very interested. Men with guns like they were hunting. I saw a snow-capped mountain that a truck was driving towards. I saw a room decorated for Christmas. Wow. Men with guns, they were hunting? That sounds intense. I can't say that my notes overlap with those, but maybe that might be something related to, still related, but maybe it has something to do with another part of Kyle's life. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Kyle's into hunting. I have no idea. Maybe they're into guns. I have no idea. That does happen. We do have moments of remote viewing where we'll pick up on a person's surrounding figures. Okay, so we got some clairvoyant moments happening. I have body sensations, so yes, that's clairsentience and also accustomed to patterns too. Amazing. Or it could have been soldiers. So yes, feel free to share what you have. I'm gonna share what what I feel. So, Kyle, this question that I feel that you asked about, I feel you're vibrating very highly at this level already. So I feel you already know the direction in which this relationship, I feel like it has to do with a relationship. I feel like you asked about a relationship. And I feel like you already know where it's going. Um, I saw a lot of symbols that had to do with you focusing on yourself, you loving yourself. And for some reason, a new symbol of mine was coming through, which is a chart of accounts. So I studied accounting in college. I know, believe it that or not, right? Weird, right? Anyways, so I didn't know what this chart of accounts meant. So I asked for clarity, and I got just more symbols about you loving your own space. And space is another symbol of mine that symbolizes you wanting a new beginning, you wanting to make a readjustment and a new beginning. And it felt effortless. The words no effort came through as well. And then I also picked up that you had a little bit of mixed feelings. Mixed feelings that maybe you realized that you were giving away something that was valuable to you, and you're likely on the path trying to make sure that you only give away what is necessary that in order to prevent stunting your own growth. And then I heard something about you not having feelings anymore and you basically wanting to give up. And I got more symbols pointing to wanting a new beginning. It's about your space, nobody else's. Feeling yourself, enjoying your space, free of any other disorienting energies that do not belong to you. Feeling whole within yourself. And then I also saw the words sweet surrender and sweet goodbye. That was coming through. And I also got a very tender, I love her. Okay? And then I kept asking for more symbols, and Spirit basically showed me the Tower card, which for me symbolizes a unexpected event that basically shakes everything up, and the truth and the foundation is basically exposed. But then you realize like what actually gets to stay because the truth comes out. And so it's always like a eureka kind of moment. And then at the very end, the word stop basically came through, and that was the end. So I'm scared. I don't know if this is right. I always hope that the symbols resonate, but that's what I got. Does he think he has a lack of support? Let's ask. Or it could have been soldiers. For example, I felt someone holding onto the arms. Okay, so maybe yeah, I got kind of swords, head over heart, mental clarity, ace of swords. Yes, that aligns with me with what I got. Does he think he has a lack of support? Let's ask. For advice, I got the hanged man. Absolutely. Pause, surrender, and letting go of the 7 cups opportunity, wishful think. Yes, he has choices in front of him. So we'll go ahead and ask and wait for, oh my, I've never had such an accurate reading. Wow, you guys got so much that I asked for. I'm so proud of Karen and Aria. Everybody, please, let's just give them a round of applause. They're so brave for sharing. Isn't this so fulfilling? Don't you guys feel so awesome? You should. You got your validations here from Kyle. Thank you so much for participating. Can I take a picture? I just wish I could see everybody's faces so we can all just take a really nice selfie. These moments are truly, I'm going to take with me to my grave. I'm so proud. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Last time I told you guys I was going to cry when I ended the live, I literally sobbed. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. My last thought was exactly yours. Stop. Amazing. And I really feel like probably these soldiers, I don't know how Kyle's resonating with it, but maybe these soldiers you're seeing are actually in the spirit world, and they're here to protect and protect your space there. I wanted to video, but my phone sucks. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that next time. I'm so happy. Oh my god. So I know everybody is super tired. Again, I hope whoever's watching here, especially you, Kyle, if you found this interesting, yeah, you can be our guinea pig again. Who knows? But yeah, I just hope that everybody participates at least once. I'm going to be doing this. I'm holding another psychic circle tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. For anybody who wants to get more practice. But this is just beautiful. Okay, I'm so proud. I'm so distracted though. It's okay. It happens. You know, I had to prepare myself. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna host. So, you know, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all putting your energy and time into your gifts. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, I'm holding another one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for people around the world who want us to join, who couldn't join us tonight. So if you want to join again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., 10 Eastern, I'm going to be here, ready. So happy again. Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody can relax, go pet your dog, watch something nice on TV. But for real, this was a huge success. And I know it was a huge success from the spirit world too. They're all applauding us and so proud that we made connection with them today. Maybe next time we will connect to maybe some deceased loved ones. Who knows? Stay tuned to the next episode. Okay, enough. Too much talking. Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you, Spirit.